started off about 2.5 weeks ago with a friggin' bout with kidney stones, and they never would go away, and it kept getting worse and worse. And went to emergency room visits, and then finally chose to go to the regular ER, and they discovered that I had one blocking the flow of my urine coming down from the kidneys to get into my bladder, so it wasn't letting into my bladder. Anyway, so I had to have surgery on that. But while we were in the hospital, we had a storm blow through and caused lots of outdoor damage. Not so much to the house, but lots of damage around the house. And not to even, it blew our AC out, so we have no AC. So we're going to have to buy a new central heat and air unit. And we got a lot of cleanup to do. But it's going to be morning cleanup because, as you know, this Texas heat is crazy. We were blessed enough to have insurance cover us. What do they call it? Temporary housing. Temporary housing due to the AC is so hot, just unlivable conditions basically. And so we got a baby 1-year-old, 4-year-old, kids at the house, and we don't want to deal with it. And I definitely don't want to do that. So we're staying up in a hotel for a little bit, and I've had a friend offer to put us up in an Airbnb, so I think we're going to be in good shape. But I'm going to take y'all a little around here and show you all the damages in this. And going back to the AC, we do have one ordered, and they're supposed to be getting it in, and so hopefully sometime next week is what we're hoping. Probably towards the end of next week is when it will be installed and we get back in our house. So anyway, I'm going to let y'all kind of show y'all the little things that it did. Alright, this may not look like much, but this is a heavy freaking rock, and it was in the ground, good 6 to 7 inches. Been there since we lived here. The wind, it was not a tornado, they just classified it as, 90 to 100 mile an hour straight line winds here in this county, in Jones County. And anyway, they blew this freaking rock over, which I thought was wild, because it's down low to the ground. It's not like it was catching a lot of wind. So it had to be pretty stout. Had a little sign blow over, not worth showing. Dang, it was good out of the whole deal though. We got another 2 inches of rain all in one. Well, I said about 1.5 inches. So I never did get it from the last rain. Just a little, you get to notice some little things, like we had a little cover for this battery right here that operates the solar panel for the gate opener, which we never use anyway. But it blew the pot off of that, and I don't know where that cover's at. That cover is nowhere to be found. Nowhere. I figured it'd be out in this field somewhere, because that's probably the direction the wind was coming, since that storm was coming from that direction. Or from behind me, blowing this way, towards the field. So, but I don't see it out there, so who knows. Lots of tree damage, like it took a bunch of that tree and tossed it on the fence here. Insurance come out, even though we're not worried about the trees, but it just goes to show them how violent it got out here. So the stuff that they do cover, like the barn and stuff, hopefully the outside structure will be covered when they see all the other damage that's around it too. Just kind of proves our case here a little bit. Another limb. I guess that limb is from. I bet that limb is from that tree, along with that limb. And then we have this tree right here, blew down in the drive. I'm assuming that's part of that one. You can just see in the back there, there's those limbs all scattered out through there. We'll go back around. These trees are dead right here. I'm surprised I didn't blow them over. That actually had done me a favor. No such luck, it does the ones you don't want it to do. What was it at? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it did debark that tree, though, which is pretty wild. Well, anyway, and then there's just 10 everywhere. We have 10 across the farm to market road highway here. on the other side, probably what? Probably an eighth of a mile down the road. But and it blew it that way. Kind of about where that past that power pole and down a little ways farther. There's 10 there, 10 there. I mean, you can see it just scattered 10 all around here. Blew it all off this barn right here. Oh yeah, maybe I can zoom in on it. I don't know how well you can see it, but it blew my deer stand over top of the neighbor's fence. I'm going to get with him. It's oil field pipe, so it's made with heavy stuff. And it was drove in the ground, it's anchored in the ground, and it was still blew over. I'll have to get his help probably with the tractor so we'll pull it back up and get it off his fence and make sure there's no fence damage before he puts the cows back in there. Yeah, we haven't thrown it to the back yet. I know there's a lot of tree down the back. There's no structures though. I'll give you a quick glance here. Now there was a little bit on the side over there that was already gone. A lot of this roof stuff is fresh from the storm. There's some stuff missing over there. All up on there, actually. It's kind of screwed up pretty good. There's just boards from the top of the barn. It just broke them and threw them everywhere. Top of this tree right here, or actually the side one right here. You can see where it didn't crush our quilt. It didn't toss the trampoline from over there where that little white pad is on the ground, right over there in front of that Jeep. Took the trampoline, which I had anchored with rebar, probably 3 foot deep on each leg. Ripped it out of the ground, tossed it over here, of course destroyed it. There's 10 from the barn inside the trampoline. It's pretty wild. But look how close it got to our quail coop. So we got lucky there. I guess this pipe, saved the day from getting our quail. We've only got 4 in here, but we've got 5 more babies that they'll be ready probably about a month to be put out here probably. Didn't mess with our chicken coop, so we're good there. Go around here. Just like I say, just boards and tin. Now this one had already fell, obviously because it's cut. So that's prior stuff. But see how I just ripped up all this right here?
This all was actually covered.
Ripped it all up right there, and up on top there you see that big piece that's folded over. It's about to go. And before I get to the other structure where our goats are, it took the top of this tree.
There's a good tree too.
Yeah, and this was actually one of our better trees. Real tall, pretty out, some kind of maple, I think, or oak. But just bam, snapped the top right out of it. We're assuming that it rolled my little daughter's Jeep from over here because the battery was laying like right over here. We got it inside now. First we were wondering how in the heck did that battery come from underneath the hood?
Stuff like that.
So the only explanation is
Probably rolled it.
It rolled it. Yeah, it rolled itself and the battery fell out. And this is the ladder to the trampoline. And that's where the trampoline was sitting. Moved some patio furniture everywhere. And we had water leaking from somewhere in this area, all in this, either from the windows or from the roof, going in and went all on our dining room floor. Buckled the laminate flooring a little bit, so we're gonna have to see about that. Inside here, this is kind of like a screened-in room, kind of a rustic. It's called our spa room because there's a hot tub in there. But blew the screen in on it on the other side, and then that piece up there goes to one of our fireplaces. We're thinking it had a cover like this, but it's nowhere to be found. So yeah, like I say, we're not trying to touch anything till the insurance people get out here and see what they are and what they aren't going to cover. I'm hoping they at least cover the barns and hopefully the flooring. And then maybe the AC, since our AC's out. But Here is limbs, just this tree's demolished. Broke down here on this side, big old limb broke there. Here's the rebar that I had. Those were drove in about probably 3 foot. And I had them bent over the legs.
We had 1, 2, 3,
One there. One there. Yeah, I thought we did, but I don't see it. Unless it's covered up with the grass over there. This tree looks like it would just fall on its own. But lo and behold, it didn't do nothing. The only thing we could think of is, since the storm was coming from this direction, is this line of cedars right here created a windbreak enough to keep that tree from toppling over on this barn, or else we probably would have had all of our barns damaged. This one held up really well. Windmill held up well. Now to this
Oh, look.
crap.
Nope, I got out somehow. Probably popping right there.
Yeah, and then what?
Oh, yeah.
Whenever
Well, at
we
least they're
get-
staying together. So.
We don't want them on our vehicles though. Well, anyway, this was a say hello to our little visitor up there. She's not supposed to be up there. She's our big pregnant one, and this was standing up pretty tall. This was an actual kind of a, it had 4 posts and a back wall and a complete roof, and was sticking up probably, well, higher than those posts right there. But it completely fell down and collapsed. The only thing holding this roof up is this pipe fence right here. You can see it's piled on right there. But yeah, all that under there is where our goats always hung out in the weather. And kept them dry. They're in bad ink in the weather and stuff. But that's all changed now. But what's funny is, now they're loving to climb all up in here. They're on top of the roof, up here on this little platform, and we don't know what we're gonna do with this thing. Obviously, we're gonna have to finish tearing it down, and after we tear it down and get it cleared out, we'll probably have something else built. Probably won't be this big. Probably be about half this size. But yeah, it demolished it.
Oh, look, it took that whole
Yeah, see
that
there.
one out. It was supposed to be in the ground right there.
There's one of the posts. That post right there probably was holding this end up. But you can see where it's hanging, it's sitting on this pipe fence here, holding it up. Otherwise, the goats probably would have been crushed and killed. I think that's so funny, her up there. But it's resting on that pipe fence right there in that corner over there.
Oh, yeah, so they're free range just right now.
So it'll hold up, for them. It won't collapse on them, but. So yeah, like Jamie said, technically they're free range right now because we can't keep them in.
Literally free range.
I just hope they don't.
Wherever.
I just hope they don't discover the river way down that way. Because if they do, then we're in trouble. We may not ever get them back. But as of right now, they're staying together. We noticed some droppings over here behind the backyard, so they must have got back here at some point. And I know they're in that pasture a lot.
Yeah,
That's grown up.
Chilling up there, man.
They probably got their bellies full because they can eat it. Got all kinds to eat this year.
She's
Also,
a pregnant mama. She's up there.
yeah, that's what I said a while ago. Anyway, and then here's the back side of that barn I was showing you a while ago. Anyway, it's a mess. Oh man, it's not that big limb right there on top of that tree. Because that one had a pretty good sized limb, I think.
Oh, yeah, it's on the ground right here. Go to the back.
I don't want to walk back there. We'll get chiggers all over ourselves. Yeah, we're going to drive down to the back just to see how much tree damage we got back there. We're going to move this. Ouch. Watch your heads too. I just nailed mine.
Well, at least they still got shade.
We've got to get some fly traps. Because now they're even more huddled in here because in the wasp nest. Come here, spray them out there right on top of us. So let your one right above your head. Wow, what a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's all you can say. Yeah. Look at there. It almost pulled that one all the way up out of the ground.
Oh yeah, it did. Holy cow. I'm just glad it didn't crush the baby, because usually the baby's up under that thing.
I will say this: the other day when I checked, that thing was already flat. Before this barn fell, so that's probably the only reason it wasn't. Man, there's wasp nets everywhere. Look at this right here. They're all this nail.
Oh, that nail?
Yeah, look. I guess you're starting to build a nest. We're gonna hop in the truck and drive down to the back and see if there's anything else to show off. As far as damage. Bunch of crap's what it is. And it's a lot of work, and the bad part about it, like I say, it's just when it's 110
You don't want to do nothing.
and humid on top of that, so it probably makes it feel like 120 most days. Right now it's a little bit cooler.
Humidity.
So yeah, it's gonna. You definitely don't want to be. Today's kind of nice because we got a breeze, or well, not a breeze, a wind. But we'll go out here and see. Hopefully, it didn't damage anything out this way.
Now you're just throwing me everywhere.
Can't help that.
Just a little bit of tree limb right there. Oh, got a tree down right there. More tree limbs. Oh, crushing some. Gotcha. Ooh, ouch!
Girl, you knew it was coming.
I didn't even pay attention to it. Oh, that one snapped right there.
It's rugged and thick back here, but that's the way I keep it for hunting purposes. But when I'm waiting trying to get a new lawnmower, because mine is everything's falling apart at the same time.
Yeah, like everything happens like at once, type of thing.
That's why this ain't mowed, because I'm waiting to try to get my new lawnmower, and when I do get it, then I'm gonna come back here and clean it up like I've always had it cleaned up.
Because if you've seen our videos before, he showed y'all this back here, and usually he keeps it like
Hey, you be able to get it back here.
nice and mowed. And yeah, it's just not even possible right now. He's got to get a new lawnmower. Usually that's a road right there. Oh, I see a tree down over there too. Okay. That's a fly.
Oh, is it? I'm gonna try to run upstairs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look. We ain't going nowhere.
Oh yeah, we ain't going nowhere.
We can't even get to the back. There's trees down everywhere.
It's as far as we can go.
Till we get the
Unless we
chainsaw.
want to walk, but I don't want no chickers everywhere, so I'm not getting out.
And I ain't even gonna trim them limbs till I get it mowed around here, because I ain't trying to get no snake bite.
No snickety snake.
We got plenty of rattlers around here. Oh, that's a big tree that fell right there.
Oh yeah, kind of see that thing right there.
Yeah.
It's all up in there.
There's no telling what goes right there.
We could walk, but I'm not walking.
No. I ain't trying to get snake bit. I ain't trying to get chiggers and mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes are horrible in Texas. If anybody doesn't know.
And we live by a river.
We live by a river. We've gotten lots of moisture and rain.
It's been a very wet year, which is awesome because we never get that around here.
Grass is high,
I'm trying to figure out
and I'm not getting chiggers.
how to figure that out.
Can you?
I'm not gonna go.
Maybe you can go this way.
Just to see the feeder. Thank goodness for tough tires.
That was already done, but I'll show it anyways.
Hey, the feeder's still standing. That's good. They can't see her.
Feeder's still standing. Oh, we got a limb down right there.
Oh, mercy. All I see is work, and more work. no time to do it.
We can't get to the full back.
That's probably crushed Dad's trap.
We ain't getting out. Not back here we aren't.
Oh, Mr. Strips. Where are you?
Is the top for this other
yeah.
side of the area. So it tore that tree down. Some limbs off of it. Here's this vine.
You got lucky now. His pipe was spinning.
This bent the neighbor's pipe up, but his blind was anchored to the ground and it was in the ground as well. So yeah.
I mean, it's just that one wall and part of the roof.
You might be able to fix that wall. Well, I mean, you still got the structure. You could just like fix it all back up. You know what I'm saying?
I'll just put some new lumber on it.
Yep.
Put a piece of tin on top. We'll be good.
Yep. You can still actually use that.
I'm glad it didn't tear down all his barbed wire.
Got lucky on that deal.
Hey everyone, I want to thank everyone for supporting my channel, and if you would, please take a moment to hit the like button, subscribe, and maybe even hit that notification bell for future content. It doesn't cost a thing, and it would greatly help my channel. Thanks, have a good day, and God bless.